Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is Millennia in the Making, episode 217. We're currently playing as Kaiser Peter, the Holy of the Holy Roman Empire, and he's the son of Kaiser Wilhelm, who himself was the son of Kaiser Egbert the Confessor, and all the way back to Duke Otto of Saxony. Let's just put that speed up and see if we can beat the new year. Just before we get into any sort of detailed discussion. Oh, come on. There we go. Success. Had a purely random thing. Right, so what are we going to do today? Well, not much apart from past time, unless it comes up. One thing I have noticed is the Pope down here is actually holding the wrong type of building. He's holding a Tivoli, which he shouldn't be holding, but, well, it's his primary holding. I can't revoke it from him or anything. Not that I'd really want to, because I don't care what the Pope does. Well, apart from like me, of course. Just have a quick click through all of these buildings and such. So we've got a building scheduled to be completed in 1429. Jousting lists here, good. That will actually be the end of stuff in Nuremberg. Building scheduled for 1428. And all those are fine. Yeah, so we're pretty much good. Just have a look at our vassal ones. Yeah, the important parts are there. Our direct vassal ones, of course. Yep, Chur's done. St. Gallen like. It could use a bit. Istria? Yeah, I could look at temporarily taking over those places just so that I have some things to spend money on. But we could also just accrue money. And we've already got almost 300 grand. Over 300 grand now. Independence is actually up at 17.3%. It's not in a concerning range, but it is sort of an issue. Oh, and hey, that reminded me of something. I need to look at direct vassals. I was thinking of bringing the Kingdom of Jerusalem, like the actual title, back to me, but I'm not terribly concerned about that because it's still about the same size as Damascus in terms of land mass. My daughter requires an education. Let's educate her in diplomacy. Excuse me. This fellow will do. Okay. There's really not much to look at here. We're still looking at getting tolerance up. We'll probably be able to get that before the end of the period. I'm still not sure about military advances. More opinion of the Pope. This Pope loves us. Great. Good on you, Pope. Not a good Pope, but you know. Whatever, buddy. I am ill. I'd prefer not to be ill if we could manage that, because I don't particularly want my lunatic son taking over. Not before I've had chances to do things about it. I am no longer ill. Great. It's just a head cold. Got worried about nothing there. Excuse me. Arabia is having some sort of issue. Just some dudes revolt. It's fine. Trade zones. Oh, hello. What are you doing up there, Damietta? Damietta? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my lands. Good, our boys have been moving around here a little bit better. Tangiers has 3. I'm gonna deal with Damietta if I don't have a truce with the King of Egypt, because those are blocking up valuable land. He is an ally, but well, fuck that. Just raise up the troops in the appropriate places, just for the hell of it. Excuse me. Yeah, I might be coughing a little bit extra. We had to spray the area with bug spray. A little bit of a infestation. Hopefully nothing too serious that can be dealt with though. Yep, see, these trade posts already taken care of. Where were the other ones? One there. Alright, and that's the Jerusalem army, so I can't raise them up in Jerusalem anymore. That's alright. I'll just move them instead. Now, these armies don't actually have leaders, do they? Well, this one here doesn't, so we better give it some leaders. Still having some heretic issues. I think they just crop up from time to time just because. Ah, yeah, we'll put Pope in charge of that flank. This army needs leaders. I'm really not caring overly much about who leads where. Good. All of the trade posts, excuse me, all of the trade posts are technically ours, not that that helps us in any way, shape or form. 1st of January, and we're fine. These places are fairly built up, which is, you know, getting to be a bit of an issue. Ah, pregnant wife. Good. Let's have a son. One who is a genius. Or at least quick. That's not a siege, that's 28 dudes sort of hanging around outside the castle. I mean, really. Okay, my insane son wants to know why I let the peasant off from poaching. Obviously because he needed the deer more than me. So now he's ambitious, gregarious, just, and insane. God damn it, Dightwin. I don't know how a kid can just be insane from the get-go. And obviously there's some sort of underlying mental issue there. Nature, not nurture. Losing little trade posts all over the place. Just shit you don't care about. Independence faction has gone down in power. Intriguing. We're just really keeping an eye on things down here, which I apologize for the general lackluster nature of the camera work today. But yeah, we're just keeping an eye on things because you want to do that when the speed's up. If you don't do it, you'll just lose armies. Okay, Duke Arnold of Baden has become Kafar again, so we'll just tell him to stop that. Pay him a bit of money, tell him to stop it. His main problem is that he's possessed, and he's got the voice of Jesus, so yeah. And the issue there is that he forces the conversion of people underneath him. It's actually very easy to get a heresy going. You just set your court chaplain to research cultural tech, and eventually it happens. Yeah, it's pretty amazing like that. Oh, I wish they'd stop converting though. Makes my life difficult. We do not have enough time to become Kafar, trust me on that. It'd be interesting, because then we could do a lot more things with the women. You could go to true agnetic. Is it true agnetic? We've had this lovely young daughter. True absolute cognatic, sorry. Succession, women would then be able to lead our armies, all that sort of thing. Okay, we've got a famous herald. Sure, a diplomat named Jorg. How famous are you, Jorg? Really? We paid 500 gold for that? You shit. Just like I don't know anymore. Yeah, and so that Duke is converting all of his stuff back. Not a problem. Apparently Duke Gunzel here has acted dishonorably towards us. Why is this bloke not coming at us with his... Oh. This bloke is not coming at us with his armies because he's already fighting the Duchess of Cairo. He's also fighting in the Arabian Revolt. And he's fighting in Arabia's war against Abyssinia. So all of his armies are actually down here. How's he doing in those anyway? Well, he's winning Cairo. Losing the Arabian Revolt. And winning the Abyssinian War. Oh well, we should have this over by, whenever. Speaking of which, I believe a building has been completed up here somewhere. Somewhere. As I click on the wrong flags. There we are. Lovely. Okay, so this is interesting. You see how we have jousting lists here? That's a cultural building. That's because we're German. The barony here has Geodendag militia quarters, which is light infantry and pikemen. And that'll be because this baron is Dutch. We can't stop that. Unfortunately, this is a big issue here. This is a real pain in the ass. If we built up the... We can build these. Because he's the controller, but we can still pay money to build them. We're not going to. Because if a German then takes control of it, it wipes that out and goes back to the very first level of this of jousting lists when they're not actually built. It's annoying if you're doing any sort of culture change mechanisms. Victory in a siege, wonderful. Head on over down there. He's not going to give up, of course. I wouldn't expect him to. Yeah, I just need to beat up the stuff on the Sinai Peninsula, and that's usually enough for him to give up. Oh, there's a 15,000 man army that's just appeared. And it's an actual Egyptian army as well. I'm not terribly concerned about it. It seems to be heading down south anyway. Okay, that's interesting. After 100 years under the papacy, the Prince Archbishopric of Latium is no longer considered part of Italy. Okay, so what's happened here? This isn't an imperial de jure shift. It kind of maybe is. Ah, right, Latium is a duchy. So here's Latium, right? It's now counted as the Papacy Kingdom. And that is, amazingly, not actually part of the HRA. So this guy would not be my de jure. Remember, he doesn't actually have a de jure empire. And there's no way to change that at this point in time. If we wanted to get it back, we'd just manually take all of Rome and give it to a temporal authority. You know, not the Pope. But I don't really care about it. There's no real problem. 17,000. Interesting. The good news is that we're not really blocking his passage down to Arabia and Abyssinia. Abyssinia, obviously, because that's still in Africa, but Arabia because he can go down to Abyssinia and then across. The only thing we're really blocking is decent supply routes. So that's just something that we need to be aware of, that he may try and move his armies through us if he's going there or coming back. Because normally he wouldn't have to move through our lands or any third-party lands. He could move through this little area here to get all the way down here. Now he has to move through Nubia, which I don't think would actually have too bad of a supply limit of a coast, but it's still something you don't want to be doing. Additional time to get to the place, all that sort of deal. Not great. Independence is 14.6. Only 2 of the people in it have negative opinions of me. Let's find out why. Because he's envious and ambitious and all that sort of shit. Just give him 50 gold to shut him the hell up. And you, probably because you're just a doge. Yeah, the usual. Wrong government type. Ambitious. Desires a kingdom. Large city tax. Yeah, it's just... And he wants so much money for it too. Go get fucked. Excuse me. Duchess of Damascus? Yeah, sure, probably. Yep. The cook complained to me about my son Dightwin's temper tantrums. Apparently he punched her son in the face. Again, should know better than to play around with lunatics. So that's the Roth trait, which he's already gotten here and it's accounted for. Or lose the Roth trait and maybe get patient. That would be good. He is now a patient lunatic. Patient, just, gregarious, ambitious. The only problem is that he's a lunatic. Wife's pregnant again? Yeah, knew it was a good idea. And she's apparently celibate. We're just that good. Okay, he's coming for us with that army. That's fine. I think we can take them. Because there's a river flow. There's a river between that place and this place. Okay, he's looking to bring in another 3,000. I think we've got this even with his reinforcement. Yeah, we totally do. He's killed a good 5,000 of our men, but, you know, whatever. Wife's gone to a convent, so time to sleep around a bit. And specifically, it's Helen here. We already have a lustful trait. We don't have the we do already have the deceitful trait. We're obviously not going to get the craven trait. Or we could say no. That one, it'll do. Okay, so we got a pregnant. Allegedly. Not seeing it. Okay, there's our peace offer from Egypt. Oh, right, because we hit 100% from the battle. Good. Alright, so that's our little bit of excitement for today. Come on, guys, move into these trade posts before they do again. Thrace, Pisa, Solano, looking at you. You're in everything else. Yeah, so we won't move on Tangiers just yet because I want these guys to think about filling in these slots. Okay, how's tech going? Yeah, about as usual, 5,058 in the economy. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Adela asks me, Daddy, where do children come from? Daddy will tell you when you're older. So there's the diligent trait for her. If only you were born a man. Genius, diligent. Already better than your insane brother. Oh well. I think something was getting finished up here. Ah, the stables. Yeah, see, we could build the Jerdendang militia quarters, but we're not going to. If the landholder wants, he can build them himself. Oh, look at that. Osterreich is finished. So the only places which still need things to be built are Campton, and that'll be 1433. And that's it. Nice. Good on us. I'm not interested. Actually, you know what? Let's have a hunt. Well, why not? Out of the woods, see a stag. Well, we're already kind. We don't need the prestige. Let's do that one. Okay, I've picked up a wounded trait again. We suck at hunting. We suck so hard at hunting. Like, it's almost ridiculous how much we suck at hunting. Oh, thank fuck, a son, a genius son. Okay. We're gonna have to see how he goes. He will mature before the end of the game, but only just. Okay, so we've got another chance of becoming wounded here. This is an issue because we're already wounded. So we could get 10 prestige with a 15% chance of a further wound, which may turn into being maimed. Or 10 prestige, 25% chance of bringing down the child of a peasant. Let's just do that one. The hounds have torn a small child of a peasant to pieces. This may tarnish our reputation slightly. We're going to make amends. Whoops. 15 gold. Terribly sorry, ma'am. And let's have a feast. No feast is complete without the meat, of course, so we'll send out the marshal. Nothing happened. It's fine. Pretty shit marshal anyway. He's stressed, he's drunk. Who knows? Send him out to get the meat, he'll just sort of laze around under a tree or something like that. Spent lavishly, of course. And send out the invites. Ah, so nobody's going to turn it down. Very good indeed. Of course, we are going to get a bunch of people insulting me and all that sort of stuff. My nephew here requires an education. He is ugly, but that's not... This guy's third in line, by the way. No? Fourth in line now, because of Wigirick. Well, just in case, we better educate him in diplomacy. Yes, yes, yes. The Pope's got an army going. What are you doing, Pope? Okay, he's helping out Duke of Krezevsky against the Duke of... or the Count of Krezevsky against the Duke of Slavonia. And helping out in a pretty big way. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, this is another one of my bastard children. Got a bit of a lisp. Okay. Feast is over. Excellent. Nope. Well, we're only 23 years out now, guys. Okay, my kinswoman requires a guardian. Stewardship for her. With the Kaiserin. And looks like my Chancellor died. I'm not going to be giving it to a mayor of anything. No matter how good he is. I'm going to be giving it to the Duke of Bourbon. And let me see. Who actually needs this? Well, the Grand Mayor of Pisa is incapable. The Grand Mayor of Solano is 55. Oh, let's put him in Solano. See how we go. So I think... where was Solano's main holding? In Amalfi. Okay. Done. Factions have degraded again. Solano was the independence guy anyway, so 7%. That should fade fairly swiftly. How you guys doing with trade zones? I have no idea how long it takes to construct one. I really should play a Republic game, but yeah, I'll wait until I upgrade to Charmaine for that because I'm pretty sure that it sucks sometimes. Okay, that one is not sharing. He's now charitable. Excellent. Yeah, if it wasn't for the lunatic trait, half-sister aged up, good on her. Oh, one thing we're going to have to pay attention with young Daitwin here is when he turns 15, we're going to give him to somebody else to mind. Because I have a pretty poor diplomacy stat, and I don't want him to get that. So we just need to take account of that. My daughter here requires an education, a genius, diligent daughter. Yeah, why not? Can't see anything wrong with that. Just, you know, go and get educated by the woman I nail on the side. Ah, my wound healed. I actually forgot I was wounded. Good. Now, I don't think there was anything under construction that I had to care about. This one here, that's it. And that's 1433. I'll try and remember that. Little Dytwin will hit 14 this year. I'm starting to think that my courtier here, the Princess of Perm, may fancy me. Yeah, she probably does. You know, just saying. It's good to be Kaiser. It's free. A queen, a princess, some random courtier, and of course my actual wife. The holy, ladies and gentlemen, a paragon of virtue. In bed. I keep on expecting Damietta to just move back up here and for me to have to go down and smack him again. Shame we can really only do that every 10 years. Excuse me. But I'm very happy with the Republic work that we've been doing. Okay, so now he's 14. Be 15 in September next year. Yeah, we're not going to have a feast this year. Just let the timer tick through. There we go. Let everybody else fight their little wars and do their little things. The unsatisfying relationship with a married woman is really becoming irksome. I wish I could love her openly without fearing everyone's scorn. So that's the Queen of Turkestan that we're talking about there. So we can end it, 10% chance of getting stressed, with a 25% chance of ending it, or just a 25% chance of stressed. Stressed is just not worth it, and thus it ends. My only problem here is that Turkestan is going to be inherited by Littlefinger's, and it's all the way over here, so I can't really attack it very well. Oh, we have a county claim on somewhere? What the hell is that? Ha, really? They own a place in here? You are joking. Sorry, sweetheart, but we broke up, so now I'm gonna break you. And honestly, that doesn't have any troops in it. Ah, we'll still take our retinue up there. Pope's dead. New Pope. Okay. And how's the college looking? 2 from Mauritania, the rest are ours. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so obviously I'm not going to come over and attack Turkestan because that's a fairly big investment of moving around. I mean, shit just takes forever and there would be attrition and all that sort of stuff. What we could do is help out Persia, and then that would give it basically free passage through the Persian lands. I don't care. We're going to take this county and we're just going to hold it. We'll stay at war for a while if we have to. Check my son's age again. And the army's just going to march up here and take the damn place. Except we're not the leader of the siege. It's alright, we can just wait. It's no problem. Also, they're already at war. We're attacking Kiva. Okay, so we've noticed that our marshal is pretty cool. Excuse me, so we can either send him to heighten the troops' morale, which is for just over a year we get plus 0.1 morale, or an additional bit of levy size. We'll give him some levy size because morale isn't important because we're not fighting anybody. Really. My kinswoman Frida died a natural death. She must be in my court. That's why it's telling us about that. Okay. Cool. And we haven't seen hide or hair of, what's his name? What's his fucking name? The Turk. No, the Chimerid. Right. We didn't see the Turk anyway, but we also haven't seen the Timurid. Or Timur. So, I'm pretty sure we're good on that account. Like, he's not going to suddenly barge up with a horde and take our shit. So that's good. Also because we're in the closing stages of the game, it would be really shitty for them to drop that on us. So they probably would, to be honest. This guy's 105% plot power to kill this Teuton. You know what, mate? Do you want to not do that? Maybe? He's too distant to interact with. Because he's over in Orissa. Right. A daughter was born to our lover and me. And, fortunately, this guy thinks that, little Agnes is his. Oops. Oh well, deal with it. Good, plus opinion down in Amalfi. That's exactly what we wanted. That's why we sent our guy down there. My daughter here requires a guardian. Let's educate her for learning. Yeah, I'll send it to the Duke of Seville, the insane guy, the possessed guy. There's a difference between lunacy and possession. It sounds like a good idea, and nothing bad will ever come from it. Ever. Yeah, I know. So, the class stat or trait stat or whatever you want to call this one here, that's determined as soon as the child reaches the age of 16. Until they reach that age, there's no like pros and cons against it. It's entirely dependent on who is the ward of a child at that stage. My half-brother requires an education. Prince Herbert. Because his current one died. Hello. So, for example, now little diet one is 15. But we're going to wait until about, well, until January basically to give him to somebody else to look after. Speaking of, is it hunt time yet? No, because we're not at peace, of course. Getting there. We'll have to let that ticking war score really ramp up. But yeah, there's just no way I'm going to travel all the way to Turkestan to deal with the damn thing. If I wanted to do that, I would have declared some sort of claim war or something like that. There must be other claimants. Yeah, there are. There are totally other claimants and ones that would actually... Well, at least one that would actually come to our court. Shame she's got no children or anything like that, and she's probably past childbearing age. Or reasonable childbearing age, anyway. Ah, Stuart is being very just. Excellent. We have so many people in this damn place. It's excellent. My half-brother is of legal age, and so is my half-sister. Good work, guys. And we've successfully navigated the new year. You do get some faction messages around the new year just because that's when your long reign accrues, your long reign bonus. If we come here, we can see I've now got +4. I'm not exactly sure how quickly that... Well, obviously part of it is due to our... Where are we? To our legalism. But, yeah, I'm not exactly sure how quickly the bonus accrues after that. It's either 1 or 2 points per year. Probably 1 point per year, because I've never seen it get over 100. Nope. Okay, time to give away Dietwin to somebody. So, let's see. It has to be German. Absolutely has to be German. So I'm thinking, the Grand Mayor of Basra for the moment. Yep, he's been sent off, so now we just have to wait until the 30th of September. To see what we have reaped from our insane child. We're gonna have to give him some land. We're not gonna take Chur. I think St. Gallen would almost be a waste of money, but you know, we might do St. Gallen for him. New mayor up north. Genius mayor, that's an issue. Just give him the 400 gold to keep him calm for a moment or three. New mayor in Solano. And it's immediately asking me if I want to kill trade posts. And a pregnant wife. We're pretty good. We've got 8 living children by our wife. And even more by our lovers. Holy. Totally holy. And we've got a peasant revolt. Alright, boys. Let's go deal with this. Have we won this siege yet? Yeah, we've totally won this siege. And we're taking war score for it. Good. And pretty obviously we just sit on that until our war score accrues enough, or she makes the mistake of sending an army towards us. What's happening here? Why are you revolting? His claim on Cumania, huh? Oh, right. Because we've got a new ruler in Volga, Bulgaria / Cumania. So we could put somebody in for a claim on that realm. And, you know, split it up a bit. We might do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's declare war. Okay, let's see. It's a little bit unclear as to whether we should, because it would be putting a female in charge, and she doesn't have a male heir. Or, let's see what that was the only options that we had for Volga, Bulgaria. So let's check Cumania. Cumania is again, same woman, and this one here, who does have a male heir, but he's a court chaplain / bishop, so that's not going to be a thing. No claimants for Volga, Bulgaria who would come to us. And the same thing for Cumania. So we are going to declare, of course. But we'll just take it a little easy. And this would technically give us a line down into Turkestan, I believe, but only if we were to go on a mad conquering spree and conquer a line through to Turkestan. Which I'm not really interested in doing. At all. But let's get our war underway. So declare war, and we'll do the one for Volga, Bulgaria. Done. Hop over the border. Oh, I guess we should keep an eye on this rebellion. Where are they going? Up to Nordgau. Why? Ah, to chase an army, apparently. We will intercept them. Yeah, we might as well start punching on down here as well. Not only will we intercept them, we'll destroy their entire rebellion in one fell swoop. Sorted. So the reason why we're attacking up here in Volga, Bulgaria is, well, basically, we don't want Volga, Bulgaria and Cumania to be the same place. So if we can stop that with minimum damage to Volga, Bulgaria itself, that would be excellent. We tried this before and it didn't quite work out because they just got reconquered. Carloman here would like to join the Knights Templar. He doesn't like me because he's a rival. Yeah, go with my blessing. He's forever disqualified himself from inheriting by doing that, so that's fine. I don't care about that. Independence is still there at 9.6. Okay. My son has managed to become an underhanded rogue, which is the second worst stat there. So let's arrange his marriage. Preferably not with another Littlefinger, because then, yeah, not great. So let's just have a look through the 16-year-olds. Well, we've got some strong 15-year-olds. Quick 15-year-old. Just give us a genius one. Strong. Ah, there we go. Kinswoman. Kinswoman isn't too close, so fuck it. Great, and because he's in our court and our heir, we are going to just collect some money. And now he needs some land. Now I believe I said St. Gallen. Give us a claim, Pope. Now the danger here, of course, is that my heir here reproduces and becomes batshit insane more and all that sort of stuff and prevents us from really transgressing to Prince Wigerick here. But that's not something I'm terribly concerned about. Yep, good. You accepted for revocation of the county. Let's build some stables. We're actually going to hold on to it for a couple of days just so that I can get these training grounds complete and pay some more money into the place. So until the 22nd of November. Oh, also we've got another son, so that's good. Okay, and let's make that a keep. And then we're giving you the land. Done. Attack, attack. I'm gonna try and destroy that Volga-Bulgarian revolt if I have to. Okay, it's showing us that this woman will lose that to this one at some point. That's right, I can just fuck with it if I have to. This isn't going to help our war score, but it is going to help us in our general, you know, goals of keeping this rebellion down. Excellent. Okay, she's not giving up. Oh, and of note, we're going to try... no, that's not going to work, so we're going to just attack things like normal. What I would do if it was a normal kingdom that we were just trying to change the leadership of, is I would leave the king level titles main holdings alone. The reason for that is it would give the successor some troops to play with and they wouldn't fall prey to factions as easily. We're actually taking a fair bit of attrition there. Yeah, bugger that. Don't want to take attrition. I was confronted about my love affair with Jacob's woman Adela by Jacob himself. I'll never let her go, minus 25 opinion. Fine, I'll stop my love affair. We stop it at minus opinion. I'll claw your eyes out. Which is 20% chance that we wound Jacob and we lose a bit of opinion of him. Or your interference will cost it dearly. Which is a 10% chance of Jacob being wounded by me, 10% chance of us hurting him severely, and minus a thing, you know, opinion. Claw your eyes out, mate. And obviously we still have her as a lover. Because we're just that good. Okay, so we'd be losing that thing to Mauritania. That's fine, we can get that back fairly easily. And our troops are moving down to take care of that little rebellion issue. Not a problem. Seems like we've got an Egyptian cardinal. Yeah, oh, he replaced one of the Mauritanians, so that's fine. It's not really a concern when they replace each other like that. Not that it's a concern anyway, because, well, cardinals. %78%, she's still saying no. Almost there. Come on. There we go. Dealt with that rebellion. She is still not giving up. And neither is Turkestan. Interesting. This one should change your mind. Oh, 98%. Come on. Alright, well, I'm going to move these guys out because they're no longer needed. Because this will definitely do it. There we are, 100%. And just move over here to the border. Okay. There we go. So now Volga Bulgaria is yet again a mess. But that's absolutely fine. Just have a quick look at this guy, see if we can do anything regarding him. No, we really can't. That's alright. She has a claim on the barony of Mosspine. No, we're not quite that bad. If I may make a suggestion, my dear. How about you marry my lovely half-brother matrilineally? She'd do it non-matrilineally, but, you know, we'll do it like that. And that should give us an alliance with Volga Bulgaria proper. Oh, apparently not. Ah, that's because she's already managed to marry the heir to the Duchy of Orkney. Unfortunately, that means that she loses out on an alliance with the greatest nation on Earth. Shame. For her. Okay, we're just going to speed this over to the 25th of December, end the episode there, and everybody will be happy. He says. God, I wish that guy wasn't a lunatic. Just make my life so much easier. Because we've got 20 years left. 20 years left. I can last that long, but there is a chance that I'll die. It's a small chance, but it's a chance. Oh hey, that thing we were building in wherever it was should have been done by now. Ah yes, there we go. Come on. Almost there. Just give it up, seriously. It's like, Anyway, that will be the end of the episode there. So as usual, comments and questions below. Get to them as soon as possible. If you liked the video, go ahead and like it. Subscribe if you want to. You know the deal. In the meantime, though, I have been Sub. You have been yourselves. Later.